Hey, Cub fans! Thanks for joining us here on Randy Talks Cubs. Cubs just finished up losing to the Cardinals to lose the series in St. Louis this weekend. Final score 4-3, and really we lost to Paul Goldschmidt. Uh, all four of the runs came on two Paul Goldschmidt two-run homers, and I'll talk a little bit about that off of Javier Assad when we get to that. But we had a chance in the ninth. We had tying run on third base with two outs. Seiya up, and he hits the ball decently hard to right center, and Cardinals center fielder runs it down to end it. So we had a chance late. High points. Ian Happ hit two home runs, his third and fourth of the season. So Happ finally sort of broke out of it a little bit. So Ian had all three of the RBIs, scored two. So, we are 27 and 26 now. Brewers lost today. We're still 3.5 back. Cardinals have caught us. The Cardinals are only one game behind us in third place. And we're sort of reeling. We are 3-7 in our last 10. We've lost four straight. We're losing series after series. And we've got a big one coming up with the Crew here starting tomorrow, or really today, since the game just finished up. It's right on us here. 4-game set with the Crew. So I don't know. Let's look for some bright spots. Let's go ahead and I'll give you the lineup. We had Talk DHing. Say was in right, hitting second. Belly in center. Morel at third base again. Nico at second base. Happ in left. Dansby at shortstop, hitting seventh. Patrick Wisdom got the start tonight at first base. And Yan Gomes catching. So 8 hits total, 2 walks, 10 strikeouts. We had 8 left on base. We were 0 for 6 with runners in scoring position. Had Nico stole a base, his 6th on the season. Bellinger got a single in the 4th inning. Ends up getting picked off, really. Officially a caught stealing, but he got picked off second to squelch a little bit of an opportunity there in that 4th inning. So we got our first 2 runs on an Ian Happ homer in the 7th. Nico singled, nice line drive up the middle, and Happ homered to right. A nice majestic bomb to right field. So Nico single, Happ homer, 2 runs in the 7th. He had opportunity in the 8th inning with 1 out. Talk singled. Seiya followed him with a single. And Seiya's single in the 8th was a really good line drive up the middle. Bellinger flew out to center field. Morel got hit by a pitch in the left toe again. So we got bases loaded, 2 outs. Nico up. Nico hits it hard, but right at the second baseman, so they go 4-6, fielder's choice. So lost opportunity there. And then in the 9th inning, we had a leadoff home run by Happ, his 2nd of the 9th, to cut it to 4-3. Madrigal came in, pinch hit for Gomes, singled. Talk singled. Madrigal went to third on the single by Talk. We got 2 outs, 1st and 3rd. Seiya up, tying run on third base, and he hit it hard enough. I guess it was run down by the center fielder. So a little disappointing. It's been a rough go. Before the tonight's game, I ran everybody's numbers, and I just want to share some with you. Offensively, it's been a struggle, and you know what? We know it's been a struggle offensively. Pitchers have been doing well, but defensively, we haven't been good either. So this spurt that we're on, this losing streak, the 3 out of the last 10 wins, and we're not playing good defense. We're 29th in defensive WAR, and with our averages, it's not a good dynamic, and I don't know where we're headed, but I just ran some numbers. We know we're having trouble getting any kind of offensive production behind the plate. Gomes and Amaya are hitting about the same, 176 for Amaya, 174 for Gomes. OPSs are low. Slug is low, 275 each. So we're getting nothing, literally nothing out of the catcher spot. And Gomes goes 0 for 3 tonight with a couple of Ks. And, I think I'm going to say it. I've been debating whether or not to say what I'm thinking. But in his first two at bats, his two strikeouts, he just looked done. Like, okay, he's not going to come. It's not like he's on it and he's going to come out of it. He looks like he's done. He looks old. He looks slow. He looks overmatched. You don't have to throw him a strike. Sonny Gray just threw breaking balls away, and Gomes just had no chance. So, based on what I saw tonight, I'm gonna predict that Gomes could be done. I don't see him coming out of it, and Amaya is just struggling offensively. So we certainly have issues behind the plate. And what's interesting about that is if we would have predicted what we were going to get behind the plate offensively, we wouldn't have predicted this. With what Gomes did last year, we expected a little bit of a fall off, but not this. And we certainly thought that Amaya was going to take a step forward offensively, and he really didn't. And at the same time, defensively, we're not throwing runners out. People are stealing bases on us, and we don't seem to really be able to do much about it. So our catching situation, to me, is a big problem. We are, if you want to use the word underachieving, or at least not performing to expectation, we could say that's certainly true behind the plate. And then with our big guys, I think the same is true. I'm going to talk about our high-paid guys, our the Morel, not Morel, but Seiya, Dansby, and Cody. The big money guys are underperforming based on what we're paying them. Right? At this point, Seiya Suzuki comes in tonight hitting 250 with a 311 on base, 407 slug, 718 OPS. That's not bad. It's decent, but it's not what we're paying for when we signed Seiya to that contract. So the guys that we're paying money for are underperforming based on the investment we've made. Cody, same way, came in tonight hitting 247, 321 on base, 447 slug. OPS 760, but that's not what we needed out of him. And Dansby the same way. Dansby has struggled. He hit the ball hard a couple times tonight, but came into tonight hitting 225 with a sub 300 on base percentage, 352 slug. So we're not getting that out of the guys that we paid. Happ would have been the same way. He hit 2 home runs tonight, but coming into tonight, 216 average with a 327 slug and a 327 on base and a 322 slug, OPS 649. We're not going to do anything with Happ, Cody, Dansby, and Seiya doing that. Then we go to Morel. We certainly didn't expect Morel to be hitting 206 with a 303. His OPS is 692. We didn't expect that. Bush got on that run. He hit those 6 home runs in 6 games early on. Since then, it's been a rough go. He struck out tonight in his only appearance. He leads the team in strikeouts. So really the 2 players that we have that are performing, I think, up to what we were hoping would be Nico and Talk. I mean, offensively, who do we have that has performed to the point where we say, yeah, well, we would lock that in? And we just got 2 of them. The rest of them have totally underperformed, and I don't know. I don't know what to tell everybody about what the move is here, but that's where we are. And I don't know. It's going to be a situation where if we don't start getting guys hot, this is what it's going to be, because we're doing everything else we can. Our pitchers are doing really well. Let's talk about the pitchers today. Javier started. Smyly threw 2 innings. Porter Hodge threw 1. And I'm going to give you Javier Assad's total line. 5 innings, gave up 5 hits. He gave up 4 runs, all earned. He walked 3. He struck out 8. And only threw 81 pitches in those 5 innings. And I'm going to suggest to you that Javier Assad was really good tonight. I don't have any problem with Javier Assad. He made one mistake, in my mind. I think the announcers today were talking about two. I just think he made one. And the one mistake was in the third inning when he hung a cutter middle, and Goldschmidt turned on it and hit a two-run homer. Burleson, in the at bat prior to Goldschmidt's two-run home run in the third, hit a four-seamer. He just kind of turned out, hit a line drive to right. But Javier, first pitch, threw a cutter and it hung. It was a cement mixer right there, belt high middle, and Goldschmidt turned on it, hit it about 430 feet. Mistake. First mistake he'd made all night. The second home run that he gave up to Goldschmidt in the fifth, he had walked Donovan to lead off the inning, got Burleson to pop out to Morrell, and then Goldie hit a breaking ball that was down. Goldie just he adjusted to it. He went down. He got it, got the barrel on it, and tip your hat to Goldschmidt. He is Paul Goldschmidt. I don't consider it a mistake pitch. I think it was just Goldschmidt's a good hitter, and he got one. So Javier Assad pitched really well. Of his 8 strikeouts in those 5 innings, 4 were looking. So he had the Cardinals off. So okay, Goldschmidt got him. The one mistake, and the other one in the fifth. So I'm not unhappy with Javier Assad at all. I wish the Cubs offense would have helped him out a little bit and gotten him off the hook for the loss that he took tonight. But if Javier Assad, his next outing, does exactly what he does tonight, I'm all in. We're fine. So Drew Smyly comes in, makes his first appearance since coming back from the injured list. He goes 2 innings, just gives up 1 hit, walked 1, struck out 1, no runs. It pitched the 6th and the 7th. He didn't look ultra sharp to me, but he looked fine. He hit Carpenter in the 7th inning, gave up a hit to Gorman, so he had a little bit of traffic, but struck out Herrera to get out of the 7th with a nice sweep and breaking ball. So it looks like Drew Smyly is back. And then Porter Hodge came in and pitched the 8th inning, struck out 2. So Porter Hodge pitched really well. Back to, our pitchers gave up 4 runs, but they all pitched really well. Goldschmidt got us twice, and that's where it ended up. So, I'm not worried about the pitchers. I'm not worried about that situation, and I know we also have Wicks on his way back, so that's coming. I know Daniel Palencia threw in Iowa, so he's probably coming back shortly as well. Merriweather is playing catch. So pitching-wise, I think we're okay. We've got Steele going tomorrow afternoon or Monday afternoon against the Crew. Ben Brown on Tuesday, show today on Wednesday. And we haven't talked about it because of the rain out, but they pushed Schroeder not just back, but they pushed him way back. I don't know, 10 days it's going to be between starts, so he should be fresh, and I guess maybe they're looking more long-term. But I haven't heard any discussion or any rationale for pushing him back that far. And then Jameson Taillon on Thursday afternoon to wrap up the 4-game set with the Brewers. So we got our work cut out for us. We're at a fork in the road in my mind. Here we are, just 1 game over 500, and the Cardinals on our heels. This continues another day or two, we'll be in 3rd place, and then we've seen what the Pirates have with the Skeens and Jones and that staff. We can't wait around. We continue this for a couple 3 weeks, we'll be in 4th place, maybe 5th. So Reds were handling the Dodgers this weekend. So it's we got to figure something out. It's going to be interesting to see what the plan is to get this thing going. So all we can do is turn the page. We've got big series with the Crew. Hopefully Justin Steele will return to form to open it up, and we'll get some hits behind him. So, guys, that's where we are. I wish I had better news. It was tough. But Crew this 4-game set coming up is going to be big. Thanks for joining us here on the RTC. Go Cubs, go.